Hey guys, it's your girl Kay from the Fighters Replay, and by the title of this video, you guys already know what's up. For those of you who aren't caught up, before this video was recorded, his plan was to fight July 15th in an MMA bout for Rise of a Warrior. That's still the plan. That is this week. This past weekend, July 8th, a week before his MMA bout, he took another title fight for Combat Night MMA on a one-day notice. One-day notice. This dude is absolutely insane. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there because that happened before we recorded this video. So felt the need to give him his shout out for that, because who the hell is out here taking a title fight on a one-day notice a week before his fight and then still continuing to fight the next weekend? That is absolutely insane. So big shout out to him. He's got a great future ahead of him. And with that being said, let's hop right into the video.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Fighters Replay. My name is Caitlin, and today we have a very special guest. We have Kevin, the Vanilla Gorilla Morales. Come
Yeah.
on now. Kevin, I know you got some exciting things coming. How you feeling? What you been up to? What you getting ready for?
I've actually been training camp is going great, to be honest.
Mm.
Jonathan, he reached out to me and then he made it happen, so it's a blessing. I just got blessed with a title shot with a tough competitor too, a tough opponent. So it should be a good one. I'm excited for that. The July 15 in Fort Pierce.
Hey, that's so awesome for you. In
Yeah,
Fort
yeah, yeah.
Pierce?
I know. Yeah, Fort Pierce. I'm
Hey,
out
I might
there.
have to come out and show out on that one.
Yeah, I think that's closer to you, right? That's closer by for you,
Yeah, it is
right?
closer. It is
Yeah,
closer to me, so I definitely
yeah,
have to show up on that. So
yeah,
is that again MMA?
yeah. MMA is gonna be for the
Yeah.
title. I believe it's a vacant title right now.
Man, I'm loving seeing you in MMA. You fit it very
Yeah,
well. I
yeah,
love your Muay
yeah.
Thai style, but this dude's, ground game is not to be looked past upon. Dude got a round one submission off of like a solid opponent too. Like dude just
Yeah,
rear naked that thing.
yeah, that was the first round finish for my MMA debut in February for Combat Night. That was a good fight, tough opponent too. He stepped up. I had an opponent, he stepped up at least 10 days notice, but he had more experience. He was 2-0 and I believe a blue belt too. Getting
You
a rear naked choke finish was cool for that.
Absolutely. You seem to like be able to take this like pressure and kind of like hone it to yourself and be able to like live very presently whenever you're in a fight. Or, I see it in your eyes. You're very
Yeah, it's the
as
moment.
when you
I'm
walk
in the
out, you're
moment.
ready, man. You're ready for anything. And you just
Hell
take grasp of that opportunity and you just be walking them down, ready to
yeah.
do what you got to do.
Yeah, man, it's that pressure. It's all like I say all the time. I've partied, I've done a lot of drugs in my life, but fighting's the best drug in the world. That's the
Honestly,
best drug.
man.
There's nothing like it. There's nothing like going out there in your underwear and putting it all on the line. Literally, it's the best. That's the best moments of my life so far. I'm so blessed.
I love to hear it. Love to hear it. Love to hear all these opportunities that are coming your way, man.
Yeah, I
Uh,
worked my ass off for it.
Hell yeah. Is MMA kind of where you're headed now? You want to stick with MMA for a bit?
Yeah, I'm looking for mostly MMA. These next 4 to 5 bouts are for sure gonna be MMA. But then when I turn pro, I'm definitely looking to step into like I'm down to do karate combat. I was there. I was really impressed. That'd be like a big thing in my career. Like I would love to do or a boxing fight, another boxing fight too would be cool. I'm down to jump around, but MMA for sure. That's what my coach wants me to do and focus on.
For sure, man, for sure. You definitely could fit in anything. Your style is very versatile. You've been put in many different situations and you were able to, kind of find your way through all of them and find a way to be, in a dominant position. Um,
Yeah,
One of the main things I love watching about you is your clinch game, man. Your clinch game is on it. That dude
yeah.
grabs you, you're done for. You're done for. Those knees, endless,
Yeah, Muay
endless.
Thai style. I was looking more forward to more clinch work. That's where I was dominating most of my opponents. I would gas them out, and then that would help me a lot in the fight. But transitioning to MMA with the wrestling, I feel like that sinks in way better for me. I'm
Yeah,
loving the ground
absolutely.
game more now, for sure.
Absolutely. So now coming from, training mostly Muay Thai and now, having to implement this ground game, is the ground game like new and interesting? And so now you're all about the ground game, or are you still kind of like,
Oh,
I'd much rather lead towards my stand up?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Wrestling practice. is the worst. Like that is excruciating. Grappling, it's like I'm being humbled every time I step in the gym, especially at Goat Shed. Literally, they literally kill me and humble me, literally. And I'm
Yeah,
blessed, but like I'm learning and growing. I'm growing with some top tier like high level wrestlers, grapplers, and that's definitely evolved my game, and I appreciate it so much, bro. But I'm starting to love it more. But at the beginning, it was like hell. My first 2 3 months of that was hell. Every day I would get my ass whooped every day. And
uh, all part of the process of it. All part of the
yeah,
process of
it
it.
is
We
the
all had to
process.
go through it.
But I'm getting better. I'm getting better though.
For sure, man. For sure. You're improving
Yeah,
very,
one
very
percent.
fast. The way you took his back in that last one was that shit was
Yeah,
butter. You got that,
yeah, it
you
was like
know.
butter.
And
We were calling that butter. We were just buttering around, peppering them. Yeah.
oh yeah, you slid right in, right in. But
Yeah, it was a good one.
that's got to be awesome, man. You know, training at Goat Shed. I know you train with Fireball MMA. You know, those are some great up and coming gyms that are, you know,
Yes,
they have
yes,
solid people in those gyms that are, you know, working their ass off that are in these, you know, they have these networking, you know, these networking partners. They're in these, you know, worlds in these communities that like kind of as a fighter, like you're able to grasp so many more opportunities because of these
yes,
clubs. And
yes.
you know, especially when you work hard in these clubs, like that doesn't go unnoticed. They know you're there for that, so they're going to make sure they test you. They're going to make sure that, you know, you aren't given no easy fight. They're going to make sure that you work for what you got it what you want, you know. Goat Shed got uh they got mentioned in the Gillian Robertson podcast on Joe Rogan.
Yes, they've
That
been on
had to be crazy.
ESPN. Yeah, bro. I see him there. He's a mastermind. He's crazy, but that man is a genius, bro. Genius. He literally knows like everything. One of the most high level coaches I've ever like been blessed to work with. I appreciate him a lot. And
For
everybody
sure.
there, from the pro fighters, you would think like it's a different environment, but literally every time I step in there, it's like smiles, blessings, and then like they always teach me something. Every day I'm coming out there learning and like working my ass off.
That's
So it's a real
beautiful.
blessing. Yeah, it's a big upgrade in my game and my training camp. So I'm very thankful for that.
I love to hear that. That's such a like good environment to be surrounded by, especially when you're up and coming, you know, just to have these positive people around you that believe in you, that like you look up towards and they're kind of like, yeah, bro, you could be up here with me. Come on, you know, put in this work,
Yeah,
do this, do this, do
yeah,
this, you know, I want you to
yeah,
work on this. And, you know, really being able to kind of like absorb that information and be like, all right, bet. I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put more work in here where I need to be, you know, where I need to be worked harder, you know, like I feel like that's the beauty of martial arts is that it's never ending work. You never end,
yeah.
you
No,
know, and
there's never like a finish line. You could always grow. You could always learn more. Even especially coaches, they could always learn more. Everybody could always learn more. It's a never ending game.
for sure. I mean, even the pros, like you said, like these are guys that do it for a living, like that's their whole life. And now, but they're still in that humble mindset of let me go to a gym with a bunch of people who I'm probably better than, but I'm gonna act like I'm right at their level. We're gonna all, you know, train together. We're all gonna, you know, work our asses up. We're all gonna sweat hella on these same mats, you know. And I feel like that's
Yeah,
such a
grind.
yeah, and it's such a like humbling experience to be surrounded by because then you're like, all right, if they can do this, then I can do this. And what is that like to kind of just be able to put your dreams into reality, like bring things to fruition? Like what does that feel like to be able to have these opportunities now for you when, you know, maybe at one point in time it wasn't so clear that these opportunities were going to be given to you?
Oh my God, this is like a blessing every day, literally. From like my day one, I was in school, going to doing something I didn't even want to do, and then I met my coach at a basketball court on a Thursday, like when I was on vacation, and I never met him before. I told him I've always wanted to do this, like this is my dream. And then he told me, you know how many people show up and never show up? I was like, bet. I dropped out of school Monday. I went to class Monday. I got my ass whooped, and I've been with my coach Josh Fireball since then. I dropped out of school and I was like, I'm gonna chase my dreams. Like this is what I want to do. And
I
then every
love to
day I've
hear
been working.
that.
Yeah, every day I've been working my ass off for it.
Oh yeah, and it's definitely shown. It's definitely shown. I love people that
That's
like
why.
You say something, you say you're gonna do something, and you actually work for it, and then it comes true too. Like this, like you're dominating in these fights. You know, it's truly showing off that all of your hard work is there. You know, that's got to
Yeah,
be such a like sigh of relief of like, ah,
it is.
I'm
It
I'm
is. It
finally
is.
on the right track.
Yeah, I know. At least I feel like I'm doing something right. Honestly, because most of my life I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I was going to school, not even wanting to do it, but now this is my purpose. I feel like I finally found my purpose, and I'm so thankful that my people around me, my family, my coaches, Josh, every day, like since I met him, he's never given up on me and never given me this like shortcuts or the sweet treatment. It's always been hard work, and like he showed me what it is to become a champion, and that's my role model, bro. Josh Fireball Mercado.
What would you say is kind of like a big inspiration for you? Maybe not on a personal level, but say like professional level, like a professional fighter or something that really kind of brought you to the sport and you were like, oh shit, I want to be like them. I want to do what they're doing. Or, you know, a fighter that you really kind of, you know, took a style after and you really were like, ah, I like the way that this guy moves or I like the way he's flowing right now. Is there, you know, some type of inspiration like that for you?
Yeah, definitely. There's a couple. There's like probably my top three favorite fighters would be like Darren Till. That's my number one. John Jones, and then Mike Holloway. Like those three are the ones that like I look up to.
A
Darren
lot of
Till because
respect.
yeah, his style. Max Holloway's humbleness, and then John Jones, like he is who he is, and I like how he's the type of like the person that he is now. He is who he is. He doesn't shy away from hiding who he is anymore. Like that's what I want to be. I don't want to
Yeah,
be fake or like be like someone that I'm not. I want to be myself, and like I feel like this would make me be myself. I'm humble. I love smiling. I love fighting. I'm never mean to an opponent. Like that's just me. That's how I like it.
absolutely. That's another thing too. I love the energy that you bring to these fights. I think that, you know, especially in amateurs, it's hard to find somebody who's really, you know, the star of the show. You know, they really are here, but they aren't doing it for that. They're doing it simply because they love it, simply because they love to be here. You know, and all the energy that you bring to the weigh-ins, to the conferences, to the interviews, you know, I love the energy that you carry yourself with. It's infectious, man, and I
Thank
love
you.
to be
Thank you.
around it. Love to be around it.
Hell yeah.
I gotta
Walking out, every time I'm walking out, I see everybody smiling. That makes me so happy. And like seeing everybody get hyped up for my fights. My mom's crying in the corner somewhere. I like seeing everybody's emotions. It gets me going. It makes me like rise to the occasion. I feel so. I'm always embracing that. Like without my opponent too. Like I'm nothing without my opponent, and they're nothing without me. So like I love them. I love all my opponents. I always make sure to pray for them before I walk out too. That we both make it home safe to our families. He needs me. I
absolutely,
need them. I feel like that's how it should be.
absolutely, absolutely. I kind of wanted to just ask you a question. I feel like you've probably answered this before, but where did the vanilla gorilla come from?
You don't know. People have asked me that before. I don't know. I'd be at the gym and then I just be making. I used to start off with when I was in Homestead and I would just make like random noises like ooh, 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 randomly. Like I'll be in practice. I'll be like walking around like the mats like an animal, like crawling, always doing flips, always making random noises. And then somebody was like, "That's a monkey," and then my coach was like, "Nah, that's a gorilla." And then he said, "No, that's a vanilla gorilla." And then it just clicked.
It stuck since.
Homestead, yeah, yeah. Substance. It was from Homestead Full Contact. They have my great coach Felix out there. That was my dog. That's still my dog.
Hell yeah, man. You know, Gorilla Ted, you're already, man.
Yeah.
You're really taking it in. You've taken it
Yeah, I
in.
took it
It's
in.
you now.
Yeah, yeah, it suits me well. Now I go out places, people call me Vanilla Girl. I've never had a nickname, so it's kind of funny.
Hell yeah, that's how I
Uh,
recognize you. I was like, oh shoot, is that the gorilla?
I love it. I love it. I'm here for it.
Hell yeah, man. Well, you deserve the recognition. You putting in this hard work, you're coming out and you're showing out in these fights. You're showing that you're here. You're showing that you're dominant. You know, there's a lot of exciting things coming for you. You know, that MMA title bout, that's gonna be, bro,
Yes,
I'm
yes.
there. I
Uh,
can't wait for that. That's gotta be exciting.
yes,
That's
Daniel Donaldson always rides the warrior. Daniel Donaldson always puts on a show. That's top to bottom. It's the biggest crowd I've ever fought in front of. Big stage, big cage. I love it. That show is not to be missed, especially
Yeah,
July 15th. Yeah, it should be a good. It should be a good one.
it's gonna be a good one, man. Well, I do appreciate you coming on here and just kind of talking with me for a minute. And I know our podcasts are just kind of starting out. We're having a lot of technical difficulties, but you know what? We're gonna make it work. We're gonna work a way around it,
Yes, we are.
and
Keep working.
we're gonna make this shit work. We're gonna see what we could do with it. Take advantage of our opportunities.
Yes,
And but I did want to thank you again for coming on. Such a
I
wise soul.
appreciate you.
Can't wait to see what comes next for you. You got a lot of good things on your way. You're on the right path to success. I can't wait to
Yes,
see, what God blesses
thank
you
you,
with
thank
next,
you.
man.
I appreciate that so much. I'm gonna keep working my butt off, and we'll see July 15th. Hopefully, I get my hand raised.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I'll be
God
there July
willing.
15th when you get your hand raised and get that belt wrapped around you, bro.
Yes,
I can't
yes.
wait to see it. Can't wait to see it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for having me on. Thank you so
Absolutely,
much.
absolutely. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, whatever you guys got the time to do.
Yeah,
You
like, share,
know,
subscribe.
go ahead
You
and follow
know
my
the
boy
time.
over here. We'll give you his information here too. Make sure you support him. He's got a long career ahead of him, a lot of exciting stuff. So can't wait to hear more from the both of us. And peace.
Awesome.
You can't break me, I got iron bones. My ground game will leave your mind blown. I'm ready to fight in any time zone. I'm the greatest, you can call me John Jones. Knocking clowns out like I'm Steve Pay. We can even fight on the freeway. I'ma leave him bloody right where he lay. This is the Fighters Replay.